Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.
All right, good day everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. My name is Apostle Daniel Akpai, the senior pastor of Rulers of Destiny Ministries, Abuja, Nigeria. Today I want to handle this unique and special treatment, but before I continue, I like us to understand that in Christian homes, many couples do not enjoy sex. Many Christian marriages, many Christian couples do not enjoy sex because we don't want to talk about it. The pastors are not allowed to talk about it, and anyone who tend to speak about it, they tend to see you like, it's so strange to them. And as it is, many couples, many Christian families are not really doing well in their sexual life. So today I will be handling this topic, and it's so important. The topic I'm handling today is the reason why your spouse always tell you is sex food. If your spouse always tell you or ask you is sex food consistently, he or she keeps asking you, is sex food, is sex food, what does that mean? What is she saying? What is he saying to you? All right. So, number one, if your spouse is telling you is sex food, it means he or she is not enjoying sex with you. Because I see no reason why someone who enjoys a particular food should not place a demand to go for more. Is sex food if your husband or your wife is telling you that anytime you need sex, it is a proof that he or she does not enjoy sex with you. Now, what do you do? In that case, you need to go into communication with your spouse, asking him or her how she wants it, how he wants it, because someone who likes sex will not be seeing sex as stress. All right. So if your spouse always tell you is sex food, it means nothing than he or she is not getting sexual satisfaction from you. And now, if you are a man, you are watching me right now, if you are a woman, you are watching me, you know you are married, you need to bear in mind that sex in marriage has not, it does not have something to do with you alone. It has a whole lot to do with you and your spouse. This means that sex in marriage must not be enjoyed by one person. Both of you must enjoy it collectively. Now, there are men that are married that whenever they want to have sex, they just come to their wives, they tell them, baby, I want to have sex. And what they do is this: they just go, climb their wife, calm down, that is all. But dear men, have you really asked yourself if your husband reached the climax of that sex? Did she enjoy the sex? And what many men do when they have sexual problem is that anytime their wife tend to speak out to them, to tell them that, look, I am not satisfied about the sex, I am not okay. Anytime their wives want to communicate to them, they resort to quarrel, they resort to fight, and they just begin to complain. Some will even say, is sex food? All right. Some men will say sex food. Some women will say sex food. Some will tell you like sex too much. If your wife does not like sex, who will like sex? If your husband does not like sex, who will like sex? So instead of becoming defensive when your spouse is telling you that he or she is not satisfied sexually, it is better you calm down, listen to your wife, listen to your husband, pay attention to her. Ask your wife, how do you want me to do it? Which way do you want to get satisfaction? What are the things that makes you have satisfaction? Ask your wife, ask your husband, and stop quoting scripture. Why will you be quoting scripture when you know your wife is dying of sexual starvation? That is wickedness. Why will you be quoting scripture? Why will you be telling your husband you are not in the mood for sex? When will you be in the mood? You must understand that sex in marriage, both of you cannot connect at the same time. It takes one person to initiate it, and when one person initiates it, you have to move on with it. Now hear me, if you are a man and you have sexual problem, either you have weak erection or you have quick ejaculation, you have any issue like that. If you have any of those issues, instead of confronting your medical issue, opening up to your wife, look, I am having medical issue, let's see how we can sort it out. You now begin to shout at your wife. You don't even want your wife to talk. A woman reached out to me and she was angry. She said, sir, my husband cannot spend up to 5 seconds. My husband cannot spend up to 5 seconds. And when I talked to him, he got angry and fled up and said, no, why are you talking to me that way? You now see that infidelity in marriage is caused by this, our I don't care attitude. This is really affecting people. This has sent a lot of people into immoral acts, into adultery. Now, if you are watching me right now, I want you to bear this in mind, that the worst that can happen to you is to be married to a wife or a husband, and your wife or your husband desires sexual satisfaction somewhere else. Listen, if you know you have quick ejaculation, if you know that as a man you have quick ejaculation, there are ways you can control that, all right? There are strategic ways you can control that. How do you handle quick ejaculation? If you are meeting your wife, you want to make love to your wife during the foreplay, you must do all you can to take your mind away from sex. As long as your mind is there, you will quickly have that ejaculation. All right. Apart from that, you can visit a doctor. They can give you medication that will help you. If you have erection problem as well, there are ways you can handle it. All right. Meet a doctor. Attend to your problem. Let your sexual problem be addressed. Listen, it is painful, very painful for a woman or a man who is married with a husband or a wife to be in the same house and he or she is not getting sexual satisfaction. Now, some men believe that the longer they stay on the woman, the more they satisfy women. I can tell you that is wrong. You don't need to stay longer on a woman to satisfy a woman. Does your wife get orgasm in sex? Ask your wife today, sir. This is my question for you. Then, dear woman, there are some of you who tie a tie before sexual intercourse in your marriage. Some of you will do praise and worship. Some of you will do intercessory prayer. Some of you will do all manner of binding and casting. Some of you even say, I am fasting, I am not in the mood. Some of you say, I am tired, this man, you are disturbing me. Madam, listen, if you are tired, submit your body. Your husband does not need your spirit, he needs your body. Remember, sex in marriage is very important. Don't deprive. The Bible says, deny not one another. Another version says, defraud not one another. Enjoy yourself. Be adventurous. Enjoy yourself. Get to talk about it. Now, if you are married and you are watching me right now, this evening, call your spouse. Ask your spouse, am I satisfying you sexually? How do you want it? Talk about it. Go into communication and begin to help yourself. Once again, I'm your brother, Apostle Daniel Akpai. I do not shy away from educating people on things they need to know. If this video has helped you, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification button. Then let me hear your comment. God bless you. Bye-bye.